last Saturday, I watched my DVD of Snake Eyes that I bought for our tribute show, and last night I watched The Fury.
The Fury is so silly.
It's silly, but I want to talk about that. But I watched it on a double
he thinks so too.
that. Yeah. But
That's good.
The Fury. I watched The Fury, and then I watched The Hit. I had the Criterion version of The Hit that I've had for many years, and I watched that. Talk about a double feature. That's quite a double feature.
Yeah.
But I watched Snake Eyes again. I hadn't seen it since I saw it in the theater, and I won't lie to you. I think the first thing that sticks out is, wow, that soundtrack by who is the sound? He did the soundtrack to Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence.
The
Sakamoto.
Japanese composer.
Yeah. Sakamoto, and it was
Ryuichi.
so good, and it really works with the movie. I mean, I had my memory of watching the movie was so bad in the theater, but I enjoyed it for what it was. I mean, I thought it actually worked very well with all the knowledge that I've accumulated as the Palma since then. You got the split screen, you got the great tracking shots, the long shots. It was actually very enjoyable. But then I watched The Fury last night. The attempts at comic relief in the first half of the movie. I guess
you're really talking about that scene where he gets in there with the two old people and is
that's Gordon
treating
Jump.
his hair and stuff.
Gordon Jump is the husband.
Yeah, Gordon Jump, right.
I didn't remember that. I got to tell you, I didn't remember Daryl Hannah was in the movie.
Yeah.
I forgot
Daryl
about
Hannah.
that.
And also that woman that was on ER that played the head of the ER, if it was, she was walking with the cane.
Yeah,
and
that
stuff.
I mean,
she was one of the young girls at the Daryl Hannah table.
Yeah, everyone was in The Fury. I mean, basically everyone who would show up in the late 90s was in The Fury for some reason.
And unfortunately, Andrew Stevens is in it, which I think he's one of the major reasons it's bad, because there's just, I mean, there's a lot of bad things about that movie, but
it is fun.
Andrew Stevens is so poor, and his changeover from being a young, idealistic kid to like being the personification of evil is like, what happened? It's like that changeover is never explained.
Never.
There's big sequences, that big sequence that's shot in slow motion. Like, why did he decide to do this? Like, this is not some complicated sequence. It's just someone got killed in the auto accident. And I don't know. It's just like it's making a mountain out of a molehill. Really. It's
the whole thing.
And it's close ties to Carrie. I mean, with the whole telekinesis kind of theme.
It is a weird movie.
Yeah.
It is a weird follow-up because it is so similar to Carrie. You just put Amy Irving in the Spacek part, basically. That's really the only thing.
Honestly, that's like the only movie that he really says he's not happy with at all.
And I think it's a lot
documentary.
of fun. I think it's a lot of fun, though, personally. I think it's not a great movie, but it's a lot of fun. I won't lie to you.
I didn't think it was fun at all. I was like, this is absurd. That whole scene with him scratching. I guess if you're going to laugh at it, if you look at it as a movie to laugh at.
How much do you think Cronenberg was influenced to do Scanners by that?
You mean the blowing up of John Cassavetes at the end?
I think that's a great ending, though.
That's the only part of the movie that most people remember.
Yeah,
right. I think it's his way of saying, this movie's so fucking wacky. It's the only way we should end it, to just blow the whole thing up.
I don't think they knew what to do. And I just love the beginning, the opening title, Mideast, 1977. Where is
the Mideast. That whole opening sequence is so stupid. It looks like some kind of bad movie that's being filmed. It looks like it's like you can almost see the directors behind the camera and stuff.
No, but remember, Dean, Kirk Douglas is making movies like this. Remember, there's another movie he makes at the same time called Holocaust 3000, which is like a rip-off.
Oh yes, I remember that one.
That
a
rip-off of The Omen, where they're twins and the other the bad one survives and the umbilical cord strangles the good one in the womb.
I've never seen it.
Oh my God, it's crazy! I remember we stayed up late one night watching this. This was in the early '80s, and I just remember there was a scene where Kirk Douglas goes into the where they have all the nursery, where they have all the babies, and all the babies started crying. And my mom's like, "Yeah, that's what you used to do that when I had you. You cried and woke up all the babies." I mean, thanks for reminding me of that. I had no idea.
He was doing some bad movies around that time.
Saturn III.
Yeah. Saturn III and
the villain
Posse.
Yeah, I mean, he did a lot of, like, this is a time where he was just, I need to pay the bills, Space. I need to pay the...
Well, what's really surprising is why do they need to, what kind of bills are they paying, really? I mean, like, he's already been in 1,000 great movies. So what kind of bills is he paying?
Dude, I don't know.
Well, you can spend money.
I wish I knew.
Especially if you live in, like, California, L.A., you can cut through money.
You have to. I guess there's pressure to keep up with the Joneses and stuff. So
that's true.
Who are we talking about? I missed the whole part.
Kirk
what
Douglas.
person we were
Kirk
talking
Douglas.
Oh, Kirk Douglas. Okay. All right.
I don't know.
You know, speaking of the Fury, I've gotten into vinyl collecting.
I saw that. That's very.
And that raises a fury in you.
Yes, because I ordered the soundtrack to the Fury on vinyl. Because it's actually
one of
the most acclaimed John Williams scores.
I thought the soundtrack of that was also one of its worst things because it's just some kind of disconnect with John Williams playing on top of De Palma footage. It's just like, was Pino Donaggio busy?
I think it's a grandiose score in the style of what he did for Dracula for John Badham. And John Williams has done a lot of outside-the-box stuff. I mean, people that know... I know that you know this, Teen. But, I mean, people that know him from all the Lucas Spielberg stuff don't really realize, you know, he worked for Robert Altman. I mean, he
he adapted the score for Fiddler on the Roof. And he did the Robert Altman movie. But, you know, like, wouldn't it have been great if the movie would have had a score like the Images score rather than some lush, I don't know, it was too lush of a score. And, but...
See, I think any movie where a person blows up at the end, it demands an operatic approach. I don't think subtlety really... Because it shows Cassavetes blowing up from 8 different fucking angles, one after another.
Yeah, I mean,